Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Reino de la Mascaras, the Kingdom of the Masks. As always, your host today, Ray de Mascaras, and today we're doing a little bit of a makeup. A couple weeks ago, I put up a poll asking what people wanted to see for last week's episode, and the results came in. I was all ready to go, and I looked at the calendar and realized there was a pretty substantial anniversary. So, push back the AEW themed mask for this week. So without further ado, let's get rolling here. Today I've got a pretty cool one. I put up a little unofficial poll with a couple of masks, asked which one everyone wanted me to talk about, and the winner was Penta. So today we are going to talk about a very cool piece in my collection, and it is this guy right here. First and foremost, incredible mask no matter which way you look at it. I love the black and red. You can see the dragon there on the side, but the blood marks coming down. Just a beautiful mask. But that's not all. I always forget what side it's on. Sorry. There we go. Always cool to have one that is actually signed. So this one here is pickup I made last year. I happened to see it. I had to make it happen, and I made it happen. This mask here was worn by Penta for multiple AEW matches, including matches for the inaugural tag team title tournament, the tournament that was played out on Rampage. This mask was used in the pretty highly acclaimed Private Party versus Lucha Brothers matchup on one of the early episodes of Dynamite back in 2019. So, absolutely cool. This was one of the first Penta masks that I got that was not just ring worn, but ring used. I did have one that I picked up previously that was, it was worn while he was in the ring, but it was for a promo. It wasn't for an actual match. So, a match used mask, always a cool thing. To have one from a match that's pretty highly regarded. I don't check Cage Match very often. I don't know what it's sitting at for a rating, but for a long time it was one of my favorite Lucha Brothers matches of the Dynamite era. So very cool to have a piece from that match from Penta. Obviously, we've highlighted a few of the Phoenix masks that I've got that are also ring worn. I do have one. Yep, it's hiding back there. You can see ring-worn Phoenix mask from a tag title defense on Rampage. We can talk about that one down the pipeline. So, but this is just such a very cool piece. You can see right back there, you can see the space that it sits in, front and center of the collection for the ring-worn pieces. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my all-time favorite masks that I've gotten. And the way it worked out was just beautiful. I saw it, made it work. And it's so cool when you can make that happen. Found out the gentleman that I bought it from does follow me on Instagram. And then we were also in a couple of mask groups on Facebook. So always kind of cool to have something from someone that you know a little bit. So there it is. Sits up on my shelf with this nice cool mask. Sorry, light kind of overpowered it there, but I got a picture of him wearing it. So cool. One of my all-time favorites. Yeah, as you can see, it leaves me speechless even after all this time looking at it. I do wear it on occasion, but with the sign stuff, I kind of try not to so much. I'm paranoid about the beard scraping off the autograph. I don't know. Probably wouldn't happen, but better safe than sorry, right? With that, I do want to cover just a couple of very quick housekeeping things. I've gotten a few messages over the last couple of weeks asking about certain masks and what I paid for them. As a rule, if it's something that I bought on, say, Republic of Lucha, luchadeskmasks.com, High Spots, stuff like that, I don't mind outlining prices just because they're out there for the world. If it's something that I've purchased either from a wrestler directly or from another collector in the private sector, I'm not going to disclose pricing on that. It's not something I feel comfortable with, simply because if that collector offers up another similar mask to the one that we showed today, and they mention the price, and I don't want somebody coming and say, oh, well, I watched Reino Mascaras' video and you gave him such and such price. Why can't I have such and such price? It's just something I don't want to get involved in that drama. Same with the wrestlers, for the most part, the few times that I've purchased directly from a wrestler at a show, the price has pretty much been the same. But again, I don't want somebody getting upset because, they see me post a video, I disclose the price that I paid for that particular mask, and for whatever reason, what they're selling is higher. I don't want somebody saying, well, look at this guy here. He got this mask and it was only this much. Things change. Things have more sentimental value to a wrestler. Things, inflation, whatever it might be. So please understand if you have price questions, if it's not something of like a Republic of Lucha mask, if it's not something from a worldwide vendor type thing, I'm not going to disclose it. Yeah, you can probably go on eBay. You can find what I paid for it through the sold listings. Fine. If you want to do that, that's your prerogative. I'm not one to disclose pricing. So just bear in mind, questions like that. I'm probably going to be pretty vague if I answer it at all. So don't take offense. It's just something I don't want to get involved in, that sort of drama. So thank you for your understanding there. With that said, that is this week's episode. Thank you all for joining. As always, if there's anything you guys want me to talk about, let me know. I like to keep this nice and wide open. I don't try to plan out things, weeks in advance and just adding to it. Message me if you see something behind me that you're saying, "Whoa, what is that?" I'll be happy to cover it if I haven't already covered it. So let me know what you guys want to see. I'll put up a poll this week. If I don't have anything else. So once again, thank you all for joining. We'll see you next time. Life, liberty, live, laugh, love, Lucha Libre. We'll see you guys.